Welcome back to part 4 of Rise of the Von Habsburgs. I am Dree Kai. Alright, let's see where we are. We're currently in a war, the 4th Holy Roman Cathar Revolt. That's a little outside of our pay grade though. Let's see, can we build anything? Anything good? No, we were holding off. We are going to build a castle. It's always good to have a second castle in your capital. A few more troops. Got a favor. My wife, Reginland, has been really letting herself go of late. What was once a graceful and delicate woman has slowly become an undignified and effy glutton, only excited about her next great feast. Ooh. My wife got fat. Ugh. I need to warn her as politely as I can. Yep. Gotta get her looking good again. Ugh. Unfortunately, it seems as if my words have gone unheard. Reginland has ignored my warnings and still spends her days stuffing her face with all sorts of food. All the worse for her. Well, I'm malnourished and she's fat. That's interesting. Your daily routine involves repeatedly swinging your blade at a training dummy. However, you can only learn so much from fighting an inanimate enemy, and the practice gets dreadfully dull after a while. I could use someone to become friends with. Well, looks like we're going to become friends with... Wait, why did it show him? We're friends with... Esso, our court physician. During the last few days, my son Otto has been clutching at his stomach and made frequent visits to the privy. I have now been informed that he is suffering from dysentery. Oh crap, since he is our only heir. Call for my court physician at once. A group of robbers calling themselves the Band of Brothers have been brought before me. The long list of their crimes has not put them in a good light. We're gonna go with the perfect punishment. After being skillfully treated by my court physician Hesso, my son Otto is feeling much better. Perhaps he is deserving of some praise. Well, he got a successful treatment. We could give him 1 gold. But because we are gregarious, and we are friends already, I'm gonna praise him to the court. Hopefully our son lives, or at least cranks out an heir before then. Be a real shame if, this was the end of it. My subjective opinions has always given me more praise than criticism. Who knew being arbitrary could be good? To the delightful Pilgrim Werner, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We propose King Olaf III of Norway and Ida von Habsburg marry. Alright. My daughter is married. The King of Norway. Norway is looking pretty big right now. Taking over a considerable chunk of Sweden, I mean. Can't speak. Still a little bit of Germanic in there, but not much. It looks like that's pretty much... Germanic is pretty much done in the world. Slavic and Rumuva are still there. Orthodox is pretty strong. Catholic's pretty strong. We're getting close to being able to build the holding, but I think we should probably wait a little while as well, just so that, you know, we have some money left in the bank in case we need it. Ooh. My intense study of warfare has led to an increased understanding of tactics and strategy. Time for a good war, we become a skilled tactician. Nice. That ups our martial. Gives us a little bit more health. Visiting the monastery at which my order is conveyed this time, I join with my fellow lay members and dutifully perform all tasks required of us. In the evening, after the day's hard work, the abbot gathers all the visiting lay members and reveals the monastery's great treasure. A great relic that has been safeguarded here for many generations. That's nice, I get. So we get content. On a celebrating glory, I'm paying. Or we start planning the theft of the crown of thorns. Well, we're a pretty religious guy, so I don't think we're gonna steal. Let's celebrate. We'll spend 50 gold. Make everyone happy. God's blessing upon thee, Commissus Werner. The Benedictine order is in need of more funds to maintain charitable functions. We hope you are able to spare some of your worldly wealth to help us on this mission. Alright, we'd have to donate to charity. Let's see how much that's going to cost us. 100 gold. I think we'll wait a little bit. My offer of funding a celebration of the relic was well received and has heightened my standing in the eyes of my brothers and sisters. For many days we sang, prayed, and paraded the holy relic around the nearby villages. Donations to the monastery have increased greatly. All in all, it was a tremendous success. Well worth the money. We get patron of a relic, giving us monthly prestige, monthly piety, and +2 diplomacy. Yeah, that was definitely the way to go. Diplomacy's really nice right now. What's our son doing? Oh, he's recovered from dysentery. That's good. Don't have to worry about him dying. Kind of need him to crank out a kid, though. But that's alright for now. I really hope Duke Gerard is doing well. I wonder if there could be something else I could do for him to help him in his endeavors. Well, I could ask and lose prestige. Nah, we'll just go maybe some other time. Such a wonderful bouquet. The complex blend of flavors spreads over my tongue, just as the warmth spreads in my belly. These monks certainly know how to make a fine wine. Thanks, but no thanks. We're going for temperate. It is the only virtue that we do not have right now, and it'd be great to have. And we got it. We have all 7 of the virtues. Maybe we can get canonized and become a saint. That would be fantastic. My liege, I write to you with bad news from Basil. My efforts to squeeze some extra taxes out of the population have been met with resistance, and the peasants are arming themselves. I fear we might have a revolt on our hands here soon. Your humble steward, Rupech. These troublesome peasants. Well, we get high taxes. Local, you know. That, our revolt risk is still only 1% because we crushed a revolt. Well, our liege crushed a revolt. So that's not too bad. And it looks like Kaiser Gottfried of the Holy Roman Empire has declared Holy Roman English excommunication war on King William the Conqueror. Oh, when did he get excommunicated? That's interesting. Because, well, we don't have an anti-pope anymore, I guess. You know, we have a new Holy Roman Empire, or Emperor, so... But, when did he get excommunicated? It's gonna be an interesting war to fight. Still above our pay grade, we don't really have to worry about it too much. You know, right now we're just a lowly count. To the Honorable Count Werner, may you live in harmony and contentment. I offer you a gift, and then he wants a favor. 100 gold, and he gets a favor. He's our liege. He likes us a considerable amount. You know what? We'll accept. We'll take that money. The heir is his son. Ooh, his son is a pretty decent character, both brawny and shrewd. We could search for a smith. I think we're gonna search for a smith. We're still waiting to build the new castle, but I think this will be worth it. I think we'll go with armor. Yeah, our personal combat skill is not very good right now. But, you know, we're an old man at 56. That's understandable. My Marshal Herman has told me about a remarkable armorsmith residing in Bern. He suggested that I invite the man to my court to see his work for myself. If he managed to impress me, I could order my own custom-made item. A fine idea, Marshal Herman. Once the armorsmith's craftsmanship has been checked by my most knowledgeable attendants to ensure the quality was sufficient, I received him in the throne room. He introduced himself as Master Anselm and gestured towards his numerous assistants, who all carried examples of his work. Does my count have anything special in mind? I am in need of protection. Make me a strong and sturdy set of armor. A set of armor, I see. An excellent choice, my count, says Master Anselm, and calls forward assistant cradling several sets of armor in his R's. I have a couple of examples here. One must determine what one need and how much one is willing to pay, though they will all serve your highness well. Craft me something of high quality that I can bring with me to combat. Costs us 50 gold. As I walked towards Master Anselm's smithy, I could not hear the sounds of progress, but instead the sound of voices talking. I found Anselm and my son Otto discussing different metals and their composition. All this talk was making my head spin and definitely halting the progress on the work I had ordered. There's no harm. My son would get us one stewardship, which wouldn't be bad for him, but we could get prestige. We lose prestige. You know what? My son needs that stewardship more. I might not understand more about money than I do. I might understand more about money than I do about people, but that doesn't mean I couldn't use my extensive knowledge of my realm's economy to impress Duke Gerard. I will share my knowledge of statesmanship with him. Duke Gerard answered to my letter admitting that he has so much to learn from me and has really appreciated me taking some time off my duties as count in order to teach him something about statesmanship. Marvelous. He's touched, plus 15. His opinion is now up to 66. That's pretty good. Master Anselm's main assistant has finally brought me the finished set of armor I've been waiting for. It is a beautiful and elegant set of armor, and I am excited to see it goes beyond my original expectations. I am sure she will serve me well. Chainmail armor. Quality 1, yeah, we can't really get anything better than quality 1 right now. You have to be a king to get quality 2. 3 and an emperor to get 3 or possibly 4. So, you know, that'll do well for us right now. As you replace your training dummy with a real person, you find that facing an intelligent enemy is a lot harder, but also more rewarding. After many bruises and cuts, it's clear that you've gained experience and have better control of a fight than ever before. Good fighting, Hesso. Get plus 12 personal combat training. As war grows to be a constant presence in your life, you have on several occasions faced, nay, almost courted death. I no longer feel fear, giving us brave. I wonder, we might become a true Christian knight here, because we have all 7 virtues, we have no, well, arbitrary might screw it up, but we have no sins. You know, that would be pretty awesome to get. Our marshal is now at 23, which is fantastic. Oh, our liege just got excommunicated. The Pope does not like our liege at all. He's not that great of a Pope, though. He's depressed. He's greedy. Stressed. You know, he's trusting temperate. He's ambitious. That might be why. What about the next guy in line? I was hoping the other Pope, the previous Pope, would stay around until after we died, because he really liked us, and I'm pretty sure he would have canonized us. It is clear to you that Duke Gerard's commanders are nothing more than rabble, all brawn and no finesse. You, on the other hand, are an experienced tactician and a great teacher to boot. Perhaps you could offer to train Gerard's commanders in the hopes of gaining his favor. You know what? I shall send him a letter offering my services. To my loyal subject, the affable pilgrim Werner. Your offer is most generous. I graciously accept your offer and remember this good deed in the future. Excellent. Now I have a favor from him. Gerard was happy to oblige me. Now that I have some time to spend with him, I am confident that I can convince him of how alike we are and that he stands only to gain from our friendship. We can finally talk in private. I think these days have really helped me getting Gerard to know and appreciate me better. We've passed most of our time in my palace discussing the most disparate topics. I'm gonna go with this one. My palace is enriched by your visit. Alright. Chances 14 to fabricate that claim. Really hoping that goes through. Really want to increase the size of our domain. I have devoted myself to the service of the church and eradicating our enemies. I have not yet fallen to any mortal sins, nor do I shy away from danger. I am Galahad. This is a true Christian knight, what I was talking about. It gives monthly piety, temple vassals like us, and we get prestige. It's, you know, pretty good. Your steward Rupchet has collected a special tithe in basil. Excellent news. 18 more gold. Ooh. And our son had a new son, Humbert, although I don't really like that name. Let's see what else we can get. We're going to name him after ourselves. Werner II, it'll be. How is he? Well, nothing special about him, but that's alright. The thing is, anyone good right off the bat that he could be betrothed to? Oh, there's attractive. Should be 2 years older than him. My dear Count, permit me to remind you of your obligations and duties as my sworn vassal. To form a conspiratorial faction would be a direct violation of these, and I must ask for your promise never to do so. We'll go with this one. You know, we're kind and honest. We weren't really going to do that anyhow. You know what? Oh. The conversion of Estonia. The tribes of Estonia have been converted to the Orthodox faith. A group of priests sent by the king of Ruthenia have performed a great ritual during which they converted the entire population of Estonia alongside High Chief It and many of his vassals. With this act, the people of Estonia have once and for all forsaken their old pagan gods. Interesting. Let's see, that's a lot of Orthodox in there now. Not many pagans left in this world. Duke Gerard is already very fond of me. Perhaps I should focus my time and resources to sway someone else. No, we're going to try to get all the way up to 100 with him before we switch it off. Oh, what was I doing before? My grandson. Oh, I knew there was a huge bear somewhere near the caves in Genfergu, and a courtier of mine had insisted to come along when my men and I went hunting for the bear. Enough with your nagging, you can come along. The beast was huge, bigger than any bear I'd ever seen. I fought him bravely, but only managed to slay him after he wounded several of my men. I could not save everyone. My bishop would get wounded, but I managed to save. Yep, we're gonna manage to save him. Where are we going before? The 2-year-old that was attractive. Here we are. My liege, my work in Chata seems to have come to fruition. By bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents, I have managed to fabricate a claim on the county presently held by Count Uruk of... I'll leave it up to you whether... You know what? We're definitely going for this. We have... about 1,100 men. Oh. How can I rely on my generals when their understanding of warfare is so lacking compared to my own? I could teach Gerard a thing or two. Teach him to inspire men. Gotthard graciously accepted my lessons on the art of war. With more generals like me, who can stand against us? Excellent. And turn down the speed a little bit. He's got way less men than us. We are going to claim that. Where are the rest of our commanders? Courtier. Oh, he's a steward, so we've got to replace him. Maybe... I think we're going to promote a commander. Excellent. Esso, you're being changed with Baldwin. Not sure why we cannot... lead our own. But, that's alright. Let's see here. So it really comes down to whose center holds. But I think we might lose this, unfortunately. Nope. We ended up winning. Wasn't sure we would there. We're going to chase them down and continue to try to fight them. Where are they going? They're going to... While attending prayer one early morning, I noticed my brother Sazbol's drowsing off in the seat. Meanwhile, our fellow members of the Benedictine order are deep in their contemplation and do not seem to have noticed yet. I should wake him before anyone catches on. I gently prod at Sazbol, but I get no reaction. Then I shove my ammo into his side, causing him to cough and open his eyes. A flash of anger in the face turns red as he blinks, the situation dawning on him suddenly. "Thank you," he mumbled sheepishly. "Think nothing of it, friend? Or you can owe us a favor." Well, considering he's not even close to our realm, we're just going to say think nothing of it. Because, you know... You know what? Forget it. We're going back. We're going to try to siege this. They can come and fight us. But if we can get the siege done, should have probably just done this from the beginning. Oh! My liege has passed away. His son is the new liege. We should try to sway him to like us. Still not sure why I can't lead. You know what, but that's all the time we have here for today. We will continue with this war on the next episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.